the Community Foundation for Southeast Michigan serves such a broad region. It's 7 counties, 7 of the most populous counties in the state. And so we thought about how can we put together an advisory committee that will represent, to the greatest extent possible, this region. And so we invited several of the youth-serving agencies in the region for the CEO of those agencies to become a part of the advisory committee. And then we asked each of those CEOs to identify a young person that their agency was involving in different kinds of programs to be their partner on the advisory committee. So it was half adults, half young people. And it was a fabulous group of young people. And some of them were also from pretty poor neighborhoods. There was a young woman on the initial advisory committee who lived with her grandmother on the east side of Detroit. The parents were not in the picture. And the first year of the youth retreat, she went along with another young lady, also from Detroit. And on the drive up, the one young woman said, you know, they mentioned that there was going to be swimming available, and, you know, I don't have a swimsuit. And so we actually stopped on the trip up. I can't remember where the retreat was, but we stopped on the way up and bought her a swimsuit so that she would be able to swim with the other young people at the retreat. And one of our meetings of the advisory committee, I'll come back to the retreat in a second, but one of the meetings of our advisory committee was held out at Cranbrook at the schools. And Cranbrook has a program called Horizons Upward Bound that takes bright, talented kids from inner city Detroit, brings them, enrolls them as a student in the Cranbrook schools. And for lots of the young people that have this opportunity, that opens lots of doors for them. And so we were having one of our youth advisory committee meetings out at Cranbrook, and this young woman, Ebony, mentioned that this was a beautiful setting, and wow, would she really like to go to school out there. And the director of the Horizons Upward Bound program was on the committee. He was the host for this meeting, and he said, well, why don't you apply for the Horizons Upward Bound program? And he was able to get her into the program. And the last I heard, Ebony had graduated from Wayne State Medical School and is now working as a doctor. And that is an example of someone, I'm not sure she would have ever made those connections to have those kinds of opportunities if it hadn't been for serving on that youth advisory committee and attending that meeting out at Cranbrook.